In this episode of Down the Road We Go, we visit Joshua Tree National Park outside Joshua Tree, California. So come along for the ride as down the road we go. All right, it's January 23rd, 2019. We're on I-40 going west. We're going to go to Joshua Tree. Blooper reel! Alright. Take two. Okay. Good morning. We're on I-10 heading west towards Joshua Tree. It's the 23rd of January 2019. As down the road we go. This is the old desert center. It's mainly a ghost town now. It used to be the place to stop for fuel going east and west on this road on I-10. But as you can see, not much left. That's where all the gas stations used to be, over there in the old road. So, been there a few times in its heyday. If you can see that black way out in the distance, that is solar panels. The whole valley there is full of solar panels. So again, it's desert center. It's a ghost town now. This is the new Summit rest stop and gas station. It's a truck stop, restaurant, and in fact there's several restaurants, and the George Patton Army Museum. So stop in there and give it a try if you're going west on I-10, just outside of Indio. Okay, we're in Joshua Tree. We haven't come to the pay station yet, or the visitor center, but we just entered the park. So far, I haven't seen any signs that said it was closed, so we'll continue on. Here's the visitor center. It doesn't look like it's open, which is, yep, it says closed. There's a sign on the bathrooms that probably say it's full. It's closed. All right, how we doing back there, ladies?
Yes, ma'am.
Debris on the road ahead. See, if it rains again and washes more out, then it'll be closed because they won't be able to work on it. Okay, here we are at the... I said take two. Here we are at the Cactus Garden again in Joshua Tree, and because of the rain, I guess they are really spreading. They're thicker than they were last year when we were here. It's beautiful, but dangerous. What a beautiful area. Luckily, there's no wind today, so it's not going to be blowing them around and getting all over us, which is good. What happens is they have like, they fall off. You can see the little balls down there. They fall off, and then the wind blows them around, and that's how they root in, and then they root and make another plant. But you got to watch where you walk, because they'll get on you, on your shoes, and you don't want to reach down and grab them and try to pull them off with your hand. Let's see, here's a whole bunch of them on the ground here. So if the wind was blowing, they would blow around and get stuck on you, animals, and that's how they spread.
They're all dead.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Okay, now back up about 3 feet. They're not going to fall for that, right? Now this ought to be funny, watching Gypsy walk in her booties. The wind is picked up and it's cold out here. How cool is that? This is the first campground we came across in Joshua Tree. It seemed more suited for tent campers, small vans, and very small trailers. But the place was clean, it was neat, even though the government was shut down, so we took a tour around, and I hope you enjoy the tour. So we're keeping everybody up to date. We just stopped at the first campground and the vault toilets were open and they were clean and they actually had toilet paper in them. So people are, I guess, helping to keep them clean. There were a few campers there. So we'll continue. Were they clean, ladies?
Yes, they were.
Okay, if they were clean, the ladies, they were clean.
There's Joshua Tree.
So we're getting to the Joshua trees and a lot of boulders. This campground was larger, and I would probably take some small motor homes and trailers under 30, maybe 25 feet. But really nice campground. You're nestled in the rocks here. It's a little close going in and going around, so that's why I say you might want to check it out to make sure your rig would be able to get through some of these corners. But pretty nice little campground. In my opinion, this is probably one of the most beautiful parts of the park. With all the rocks and all the Joshua trees standing around, a great place to camp. You could just sit there and stare at the rocks, stare at the trees. It's just gorgeous down here. Now this is on the path leading out of the park and going into Joshua Tree, California. So make sure you take that sweep around to the left and you'll be rewarded by all these Joshua trees and rocks. As we are leaving Joshua Tree National Park and heading south on Highway 62, we see Mount Baldy up to the right. It's the only snow-covered peak in Southern California. We continued on down 62 as we got to I-10 East and headed towards Courtside, going through Palm Springs and Indio. Thanks for watching Down the Road We Go. In our next episode, we start out with a public safety message after spending some time in the ER. Then we take off from Courtside and head to May Avenue RV Park in Yuma, Arizona. So come along for the ride as Down the Road We Go.